at 10.
No time is a good time for this. With the holidays fast approaching, some people in a downtown Fargo apartment building have been forced out of their apartments. How long is uncertain. Their apartment sustained water damage when the building's sprinkler system put out a mattress fire just after 1 this afternoon. Valley News Team's Courtney Lockie shows you the mess and what they're up against.
I see smoke coming out. Everybody was out on the sidewalk. The fire trucks were here.
Dixie Sweeney lives at the 400 on Broadway in downtown Fargo. She ran to Casey's to grab a few things and came back to this. Fire broke out in a unit on the 5th floor.
They said we all had to go outside. That was very inconvenient for us because it was cold out here and some people weren't dressed right.
The flames were out by the time fire crews arrived, but they stayed on scene for several hours, helping to clean up some serious water damage.
I was told that I might as well wait for a while because there's some water in the room.
Sweeney isn't the only one eager to get back into her 3rd floor apartment. Bruce Overdahl lives on the 5th floor, just 2 doors down from the fire.
I'm not real enthused about that idea, you know. It could be a little bit of a shock.
Shocked was exactly the way Overdahl felt when he took a peek at his room. That's a layer of water coating the living room floor. Damage is extensive on the 5th floor and water seeped down to every level in the complex. The building manager didn't want to go on camera, but he says they're working hard to get this mess cleaned up. He says he hopes to have everyone back in their apartments sometime this weekend. In Fargo, Courtney Lockie, Valley News Live.
Investigators are still trying to figure out what started the mattress on fire. No one was hurt. Have you seen this man? He may be in the Fargo area. Authorities in Grand Forks County are trying to locate Carlos Rodriguez Jr. He's wanted for failure to register as a sex offender, along with 5 warrants. If you have any information on him, call police. The driver of a North Dakota school bus that was struck by a train is resigning his job. The Lidgerwood school superintendent says that 69-year-old Michael Scrott turned in a resignation letter today. 18 students were on board the bus yesterday when it crashed into the train. 5 were injured, including a 15-year-old girl who was flown by helicopter to a Fargo hospital. Still no word on whether any charges will be filed against the bus driver. Hundreds of people filled the gym in Sartell, Minnesota tonight to honor a murdered college student by watching the high school sport that he loved. It's been 5 years since Tom Bierson was killed. Bierson was a standout Sartell basketball player who went missing in September of 2014, a month after he moved to Fargo for college at NDSU. 3 days later, his body was found in an RV parking lot in Moorhead. We've learned that Tom died of asphyxiation. Police have indicated his cause of death could mean Tom's murder is personal. His parents have said that it's likely their son was killed by someone he knew.
You have to ask yourself, what kind of person would do that? And what kind of person could do something like that and still be walking around today?
Moorhead police say this is a very active case. Investigators recently met with the Biersons in the Sartell area to provide them with an update. Police would not comment on whether the last people to see Tom alive have cooperated. Nobody is being allowed in the Fargo-Moorhead Community Theater in Island Park. After close inspection, the building is now deemed to be unsafe. We told you last weekend that performances were canceled due in part to a part of the roof caving in. Now the question is whether the building can be fixed or will it have to be taken down?
A lot of lighting and sound equipment, our costume area and backstage area, tools and inventory that helps us do productions. All of that is still in that building. Tens of thousands, if not maybe even close to $1 million worth of stuff that potentially would be lost.
For now, the FMCT office is located downtown at Studio 6. And to find out about where performances have been moved, visit our website at valleynewslive.com. Congress has approved a bill aimed at deterring illegal and unwanted robocalls. The Trace Act aligns with a North Dakota resolution by increasing the maximum penalty from $1,500 to $10,000 per call and allows carriers to verify callers that are legitimate before the calls go through to the customers. The bill, which was co-sponsored by U.S. Senator John Hoeven, now goes to the president's desk. This is a popular time of year for family gatherings, work parties, or nights out on the town. Police are reminding you, plan ahead. If you plan to indulge in a little eggnog or a peppermint martini, make sure you have a designated driver to get you home safely. Tragically, 839 people lost their lives in traffic crashes involving a drunk driver in December of 2018. A popular brewing company in Fargo is closing. Prairie Brothers Brewing Company posted on its Facebook page this afternoon that it will be shutting down at the end of December. The Department of Commerce says tourism in North Dakota is growing, in part thanks to the efforts by the state's tribes. They've added more events intended to draw a global crowd.
That is a big hit for international, because a lot of times they come over and they're going to see a park or two, so they buy the pass anyway, the big annual pass. And if they can check off those, they're like a lot of us trying to make sure they hit all 50 states. And national parks, if they can hit national parks, that's a big part of what they're traveling for.
Walker says North Dakota and 5 other states have tourism offices in 7 other countries and regions. The Fargo Civic Center was packed tonight with holiday cheer for the first ever downtown Santa Dash 5K, sponsored by Bergseth Brothers and Summit Brewing Company, put on by the Downtown Community Partnership. It was an all-ages event to help kick off the holiday season, and festive outfits were encouraged during the race.
I made my tutu from Hobby Lobby, and I always do a Christmas sweater party, so this is an old Christmas sweater that I bought years ago, and then I've got like Under Armour underneath and a t-shirt underneath, and I have 3 pairs of leggings on, and I have 2 pairs of socks, ear warmers, a scarf. Oh, and I have Christmas shoes.
Organizers say about 300 people came out for the run. Everyone who participated got a beanie, medal, and chocolate chip cookies. Looking for some outdoor fun, neighborhood outdoor skating rinks are now open in Moorhead. Tonight's weather attracted at least one skater to lace up and enjoy. Holiday hours at Moorhead rinks include December 23rd through the 31st from 1 to 8 p.m. and January 20th and February 17th and 18th from 1 to 8 p.m. Warming houses will be open at Hansman, Lamb, Morningside, Ridgewood, Riverview Estates, South, and Village Green Parks every Monday through Friday from 4 to 8 p.m. and Saturdays and Sundays from 1 to 8 p.m., of course, weather permitting.
Valley News Live 10 at 10 continues with No Wait Weather.
Our soupy conditions continue across the valley. Our Valley Skycam pointed off to the west on Interstate 94, a little hazy, and from time to time still some mist falling through the air and a few flakes mixing in from time to time. That's keeping things on the slippery side, and some reduced visibility out near Lake Park on Highway 10, as well as Interstate 94 near Fergus Falls, where visibility is a mile or less. That extends out into the Wadena area as well. So fog still a problem, but mainly off to the east of the FM area, as our neighbors out to the west starting to dry out a bit. We have 16 under cloudy skies at Hector this hour. Wind from the south at 13 miles per hour. Here's a look at where things did warm up. Look at Billings, Montana, still near 50 degrees. Warmer air heading our way. Temperatures hit the 40s in southwest North Dakota today. Have a few clouds drifting in from out in that general direction. Here's the area of fog that is very slowly vacating the area as we head into the overnight hours. Your hour-by-hour forecast looks like this as we head through the overnight. Temperatures will be rising towards daybreak. So where we're in the teens now here in the valley, it does look like we'll be starting our day near 20 degrees. Some will be near 30 degrees out in central North Dakota. That includes you in the Jamestown area, possibly Carrington as well, maybe even the Devil's Lake area. That's where we start in the morning with temperatures already average or above average. Then as we go through the day, southwest winds 5 to 15 miles per hour. A few of you down here near South Dakota may feel winds a little higher than that at times. By and large, though, 30s already by the lunchtime hour. It does look like we'll see plentiful sun across the region. A few areas will have a shot at getting to temperatures close to 40 degrees for the afternoon. Then heading into the evening, a slow decrease in temperatures. By the way, with temperatures above the melting point, we're going to evaporate some moisture into the lower atmosphere. Once again, into the evening, we could see some areas of dense fog developing on your Saturday night as well. So many of us have a chance at those low to mid 30s across the region. A few of us, including Sisseton, I do believe a few spots up in northeast North Dakota, believe it or not, may see temperatures close to 40 degrees. There is a mighty warm bubble of air coming along the international border tonight and into tomorrow. We are eyeballing a system as we go into next week now. The weekend's looking pretty fair, but next week for holiday travelers, after Christmas, a chance of snow on Thursday. The American model, a little more robust with the chance of snow across our region. The European model has been steadfast in saying it will stay dry and at best have some light snow in the area. I think that one has a better grasp on things, but we'll keep you up to date as we go through the holiday week. Anthony sending in this sundog photo, beautiful, with a pillar in the middle as well. Here's a look at your planning forecast. Enjoy the 30s into your Sunday as well. 35 as a matter of fact in Fargo, but in the late afternoon, mid-afternoon, we'll start seeing temperatures fall, and we're on our way to the 20s as we close out the weekend and head into the holiday week. Travel still good. Temperatures here average or above average, believe it or not, just not as nice as your weekend ahead. Then Christmas Day looking pretty good indeed. A little cool, though, with a high of 20 degrees. We're watching that chance of snow. Hutch only has us at about a 30% chance, and right now I think it will be light and not very impactful, but we will keep you updated.
Thank you so much. The Bison football team takes on Montana State, the Bobcats, tomorrow afternoon. Game time is 1 o'clock. It's live at the Fargo Dome, of course, and you can watch it on TV on ESPN2. You can also watch on TV the Farmers Union Insurance Bison football pregame show. That starts at noon on KVLY. And at 10:30 Sunday morning, you can catch the Coach's Show with Matt Enns on KX4. Up next on Valley News Live 10 at 10, an arrest is made in the disappearance of a 33-year-old Texas mom and her infant daughter.